Hi everyone, this is Sanjana from Mockcat. I coach for the verbal section and I also help out our students in their forms. We practice in the interview, the VAT, and so on. So, a big congratulations to all of you guys who've got IM calls, who are expecting other institute calls. So, great work there. Today, we look at the IM Kozhikode form and how to fill it. Now, those of you who are eligible for this would have received an email, something like this one. So the shortlisting for IM Kozhikode starts at the 85th percentile overall and 75th percentile in each section for general candidates. It will become a little lower if there is some category. But this is only the initial shortlist. The final selection is expected to close at somewhere around 97 to 98th percentile for general candidates based on what we've seen in the past. But each and every one of you, no matter what your CAT percentile is, if you've received this email, you should definitely go for it and apply because this is the expression of interest. So let's go through this email. We'll look at some of the criteria and the details that they've given, and then we'll look to fill the actual form. So you'll have your initial details and then they'll tell you that you're eligible. This is the form itself. This is what we'll be filling in some time. Aside from this, they'll also look at our 10th and 12th marks. This is something which is going to be taken directly from our CAT submission. Everything else will be based on the form itself, what we are filling. These are the timelines. So started on 6th Jan. Max goes up to 12th, 9 a.m. So try and finish it by 11 Jan for sure. The shortlist for the final interview is going to come after 18 Jan, 5 p.m. So it could come on 18th after 5 p.m. or a day or two or a few days after that. Now the other things which they have mentioned is, this is what they'll look at when it comes to the interview process itself. They'll look at the academic efforts, disposition, general awareness, social disposition, the quality of work experience, some of the common criteria that any institute will look at. They'll also be giving us a resume score based on the academic institution where we've done our graduation, professional qualifications and professional certifications if we have any. The final score will be based on the CAT performance, so the CAT percentile, the score that we get for the personal interview, work experience, and this resume score that we just read. So let's first go through this so that we have an idea as to what are we going to be tested on and what are the key criteria. So over here, we have the minimum CAT percentile and the minimum sectional percentile. So you all can look at it based on your specific category. We also have a minimum score which is required for 10th and 12th. So anyone in the general category who's at an 85th percentile and has 75th percentile in all the three sections, has got at least 60% in 10th and 12th, will get this initial mail. Now similarly, you have it for each and every category. Once we fill this form, all of the students who fill the form, IM Kozhikode is going to consider this aggregate score. For the aggregate score, they'll be taking the CAT 2021 index score that has a high weightage, 45%. Aside from that, they'll also be looking at the 10th and 12th scores. So if any of you don't have very high marks when it comes to your graduation, but you have good marks for your 10th and 12th, IM Kozhikode is a good institute for you because you can see that they are not looking at this, at least in the initial shortlist. Of course, the college that you've studied will be considered as part of the resume score, but if you have good scores in everything else and you have a good interview, you definitely have a good chance of getting through. So let's look at this. Now about 40% weightage combined is for the 10th and 12th scores, 25 and 15. There's also gender and academic diversity score, gender diversity for females and academic diversity for non-engineers. The weightage here combined is 10%. And there's also a 5% weightage for the work experience. Now, for those of you who are freshers or have maybe a few months or up to a year or so of work experience, again, IM Kozhikode is a good bet because the weightage for that is on the lower side. Now, when we look at the final selection, which is done after the interview, the same index score that we spoke about has a 44% weightage. So you see how important the CAT score particularly is. It's being considered for your shortlist as well as for your final selection. Of course, there were other points like our 10th and 12th marks and so on, which are also there. But for each and every institute, typically the CAT score will have quite a high weightage. So this is the index score, which we calculated before, based on which we got the interview call. The score that we get for the interview, again, very, very important, 44%, almost 50% weightage goes to the interview score. And then the remaining 12% is for the resume. Given the high weightage of the interview, not just in Kozhikode but in most institutes, you guys should start prepping right away for it. Make sure you're practicing the questions, make sure you're reading the news, you need to know all about your academics, your work experience, any other points which you have that you would want to talk about, that you would want to highlight, any issues that you have in your profile. Make sure to practice all of this, and particularly the news and your academics are things which you have to go through. Now, the last thing which is considered is the resume score. The resume score is based on the quality of undergraduate academic institution. So which institution did you study from? Any professional qualifications and certifications that you might have. So the final selection will be based on these criteria. Now, aside from this, they've given some important information which you all can go through. So it's more about the process and what is considered, disclosures, certificates, what you need to submit, and so on. Now let's fill the form. So now the first thing which we need to do is, we need to fill our test registration number. So you'll have it in the email itself. You don't need to look it up. Put in your mail ID and the verification. Now if you see, some of the details are already published and the remaining is what we'll have to fill. So I'll click on this personal data form. Now I need to enter a passcode out here. So I'll just go for generate new passcode. Let me go for the SMS option. Now that that's done, I'll basically start filling the details. So all of this information is pre-filled. So you start with your address. Now, address these days is a little unimportant because most of the communication happens through email or through online channels, but just make sure that you've put in the correct address. So I'm just putting in QRT over here. Go with the state. Now, in case if you want a different email, you can go for it. Now what we need to do is, you will have your 10th mark sheet, your 12th mark sheet, your undergraduate mark sheets. So you will have to upload these. They'll consider the marks from the initial CAT application itself. So you don't need to fill anything, but you'll have to choose the file and upload it. So before you start this process, make sure that you've scanned and kept all of them ready. Take a look at it. It should be legible. There shouldn't be any issues in terms of, let's say, marks or any, spots or anything like that. So be prepared before you open up the form. So I'm just uploading a dummy file. The file has to be in PDF. So again, that is something which you have to consider. If it's a JPEG or some other format, you need to convert it to a PDF. Something which is very easily done. You can just export it as a PDF. Now mine's ICSE. So this doesn't matter to me. But for all of you guys who are from CBSE, typically the way a GPA is converted to marks is, they'll multiply it with 9.5. If there's something else which you want to consider, you need to give the explanation out here. Now this is applicable only for CBSE, like I said. Now my 12th was CBSE. So here again, I'm just going with the dummy file, but you'll have to upload your mark sheets. So I save and continue. Here again, what I've studied, all of these have been taken already from the CAT form. So Bachelor Degree 1 subject is going to be engineering. And then if it is engineering, we need to put in the branch. So for me, it's computer science. Select your college. Now here you guys may need to do a little bit of calculation. So if you guys have semesters or terms, as we usually do, typically semesters, you need to calculate the GPA or the percentage score that you will have for both your semesters. So the year of education would be whenever you finished your second semester, that's when your first year gets done. Your fourth semester, that's when your second year gets done, and so on. So for me, this was way back in 2004. Now for me to calculate my percentage, so if you look at my mark sheet, there's different credits for each and every subject, and there's a grade. So O is 10, E is 9, B would be 7, A would be 8, and so on. So similarly, you all might have a grade or you all might have a GPA out of 10. In that case, you need to actually calculate the CGPA for your 2 semesters. The reason to do that is because the number of credits in both your semesters might not be the same. So if you have 10 credits here and 12 here, you essentially need to take a weighted average. For most universities, you will actually get the CGPA for each year. In case if you don't have it, like for your second year, you might have the CGPA for all 4 semesters. So then you need to manually calculate it. Don't take an average, just take this 2 minutes to calculate it. So for me here, it's 8.89, and the way our university worked is anything between 8 to 9 is considered as 80%. So I'll just put it as 80%. Now we'll do the same thing. I'm just putting in dummy marks for the rest. But these are the ones which you'll need to calculate. Now, the first and second year are of course compulsory. The third year is not compulsory if you are in your third year now. But if you've already graduated or you're in your fourth year now, then you need to fill in the details. So percentage, again I'll just put the percentage. Whether you've completed your graduation, you fill it as yes or no, depending on your situation. Save and continue. Any professional qualifications, I was an engineer, didn't have any, so go with no. Similarly, professional certifications, again no. These are taken for the resume score as we saw. Post-graduation degree, no. I don't want to add a PG qualification. Then you'll add your work experience. So again, I'll just put one of mine just for you guys to see how it is. So you'll put the relevant details. You have the calendar, so you can put the details as applicable. Put in your salary, whatever number. The experience certificate is something that you need to get from your organization. In case if you don't have an experience certificate, they will also take your first and your last payslip. Again, I'm just going with a dummy file over here, but make sure that you guys have these on hand. In case if you don't have the experience certificate, payslips are also something which will be considered. Relieving certificate only if you have quit. If you're still working, of course, there's no relieving certificate. As you can see here, first and last pay slips are an option for this. Declaration. I fully read the admission policy. I understand if my withdrawal causes shortfall in the sanctioned intake, no fees will be refunded and no queries will be entertained. So this is the second part, is in case if you join, you pay some fees and then you leave. Typically, most institutes will ask you to pay an initial amount and there will be some time for which that is refundable. This would be after that. So now once everything is done, we can submit and we are done. So just make sure you can also edit it after you've submitted. But to be on the safer side, what I would say is just go through it, look at each page once you're done it, make sure that you've put in everything correctly. And once it's all done, we can submit. And that's it. Then we'll be done. So wish you guys all the best in this. And hopefully you get calls from IIM Kozhikode and bunch of other IIMs and bunch of other institutes and end up studying in really good colleges.